Yo, what's up? It just turned into the 22nd. That's right. It is like September 22nd, 12:31, and we saw 11:11, and I was sitting with a representative of God and a representative of devil, and I'm just sitting like there in the middle, and it was an amazing alignment, and I pulled out my phone, and I said, you guys, look what time it is. Boom, and it was 1111. That was the second time 111 happened today. The first time was when I went in to get the prepaid Visa card, which I was able to finally get a name registry for the BC registries to apply for the Church of Now Tribal Society, a fucking community-based society driven to end homelessness, stop the raping of people, and bring back safety to our streets, and realize that the dark side ain't going anywhere, baby. Sex and drugs have been here forever. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about right now is the ability to defy all logic, all things that you think you know, Western medicine, education, all these things that we've been programming ourselves to make us the most intelligent species on the goddamn planet. I'm talking about a brother of mine. I'm talking about a brother, a soul brother that I just met that has defied the odds continuously. But he taught me about 4 principles. And the one of them is honor your word, be impeccable with your word. The second one is don't take it personal. The third one is, I can't remember what the third one is. And the fourth one is do your best. I don't know about that third one, but it's good. Those 4 principles, the only 4 principles you need to know. But what I really want to do right now is buy a couple of these properties right here. So these ones being condemned with asbestos, so rezoning. I want to take those out. There's a lot right beside it. I want to get in some small tiny homes that I'm going to order off of a certain website. They could probably be here in about 2 to 4 weeks. And I think we could probably put about 8 to 10 of these things here. And I want to get some people off the streets and support them to follow their passion and purpose, help them with some of their addiction problems if they have any. And then I want to get this young man, my soul brother here, I want to get him into some state-of-the-art medicine, because this dude is a living God. I don't think he's even alive. And if we listen to the Sikh culture, like one of the pure forms of religion, where they say, don't even worry about going to church, because it doesn't matter whether you're Muslim, a Catholic, a Protestant, a Jew, or whatever the hell it is. If you can't be humane to other humans first, you don't even have a right to step in a church or read a Bible, because you got to be humane first. And that's just natural, baby. The animals know how to be humane. So when you figure that out, then you can worry about religion. But hey, I'm just a spiritual being, and I came up with this thing called the Church of Now, because all we got is now. All we got is now. And spirituality is the real pain that's going around the world right now. We got this spiritual abyss. You know, people are saying it's mental health and whatever. I don't like talking about mental health, because it's talking about suicide, it's talking about depression, it's talking about anxiety, it's talking about all these things that are negatively branded. Now, if you put your attention on the negative, I guarantee where attention goes, energy flows. And if mental health has already been branded negatively by the Western world, why would we continue to say, oh, we're going to go deal with this, we're going to throw another $1 million at mental health, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. How about we just acknowledge mental health as something that doesn't exist? And let's just say, you know what, I think we got a little bit of a spiritual weakness here. Because we're all stuck to our phones, we got ADHD from Twitter, Snapchat, our attention span is smaller than a goldfish, and everybody now has ADHD. It used to be genetic when David Suzuki identified it back in like the 80s or late 90s. It was like 3 to fucking 10% of the population that actually were getting prescribed Ritalin actually had the genetic marker to have attention deficit disorder. Now, the whole damn world has it, because they're literally trying to do that, because if they keep you bobbing around like a goddamn ping pong ball, squirrel, 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 how do you think you're ever going to stand up and realize, holy shit, there's a goddamn genocide going on here, and it is a genocide against the middle class and the poor, and it is only for the wealthy elite. And I'm talking about the 3% of the world's population control 97% of the money. And if you ain't with me, then you're against me, because I want global utopia. My global utopia is a state of the world where all souls live together in a state of joint abundance, and they wake up warriors every flipping day of their life. But they never work, because they just do what they love to do. They do what they did when they were a kid, you know, when that ages of 4 to 10 or whatever, 13 years age. They do what they did when they had that theta wave activity, and they didn't even know the word impossible was real. They literally had just felt like doing what they did, and they did it without recognition or compensation. Money wasn't even introduced to it. They loved to practice it because they wanted to be the best at it. And because they loved doing it so much, they became really good at it. And then we put them into school, and we started to squash their dreams. We taught them words impossible, and we taught them what they could and could not do. And we taught them what can and cannot be done. But you know what? I want to see a whole world where every person wakes up like that. They never have to work a day in their life, but they get more done than a whole workforce does, because they're not doing it because they're the best at it. Even though they get there, there's always somebody better. But they're doing it because they love it. It makes them feel good. But more importantly, they feel guilty about not doing it, because when they do it, it adds value to other people's lives. And this is what I'm talking about. When you start to think about your actions on how they impact others first, before self, fuck the golden rule, do unto others as they want you to do unto you. Just think of others first, and think of yourself last. Be that guest that invites someone into the house and says, hey, would you like a glass of wine? And there's, yeah, but you only have 1 glass. And someone says, just please, that's why you're in my house. Give others more than what you have yourself. But take care of yourself first. Love yourself first. So when I become king of the castle, and the only thing I'm going to do is take care of myself first, and then I take care of the people in my house, and then I take care of that whole house, and then I take care of my neighbor, and then I take care of that block, and then I take care of that neighborhood, and then that city and that community, and then we go to the next one, and we do the whole row in between, and we just keep making sure everybody is living in a state of joy and abundance, loving what they do. And we are humane to all humans. We be impeccable with our word. And we don't take it personal. So when I start slamming you and I start swearing and I start things, think about Morgan Wallen. Don't listen to the way I talk, because the man upstairs gets it and he's fine with it. You know what? And if the man upstairs doesn't get it, the woman down below gets it. And the woman queen is coming. And I hate to tell you, I am a queen, baby. I'm the biggest queen you've ever seen. The queen of all, you could say. But I do got a dick and it hangs in between my legs. So I don't know why all my horoscopes are telling me all this stuff, but what I gotta tell you is that we're getting into medical tourism, because I want this good brother of mine to not be pain-free. I want him to not have to resort to using the drugs. I want him to be the most amazing custom motorcycle manufacturer, individual tailor-made bikes, but I also want him to be a father, and I also want him to be a trainer for any of those young aspiring people that want to get into motor mechanics or that type of thing, because this guy's a legend, and let me tell you about his tattoo work and what they mean to him. Impeccable with your word. Forget that third one. Forget that fourth one. You know what? I forget them all. But here's what I do know. All I want to do is see everybody else not live in pain. And that pain that kills me is when I see you, and I'm talking to you, when I know you are not operating to your fullest potential, when you're only using 30% of your brain, when you are not leaving a legacy, because we're all put here to be a hero, genius, legend. And my biggest pain is when the whole world is not doing that. And I will let you all have that first. I'll go last. I'll take the pain for the whole damn world. You can hate me, you can throw stones at me, you can stick me, you can crucify me, you can do whatever you want to me, you can judge me, you can brand me, you can throw fake charges at me, you can bankrupt me, you can steal from me, you can lie to me, you can do whatever you want. And I will be bad. I will use the biggest evil against humanity to give you what you want. You want more money and you want more time? Then please allow me to give that to you. You want more freedom? Please allow me to give that to you. Because I will just be like that poker player that I know we're not supposed to show our cards all the time, but here I go. Hey, can I bluff with cards up? I ain't even bluffing. I'm gonna show you what I got. Show it all. No regrets, no embarrassment. Every mistake I've made are my biggest victories, because guess what? I ain't gonna stop watching porn. I ain't gonna stop fucking looking at beautiful women. And I'd love to be loved. I'd love to see my kids. I want my wife to be an amazing mother. I want her to wake up and find her passion. I want every person to wake up charged and realize we are one. There is no you, there is no me. We are one and the same. Can you not see that we are drops in the ocean? And water is like wealth. And I literally want to pay you based upon one metric. Everybody's got their house and taken care of. Everybody's got joint abundance. That's what's given. But if you want to get a little bit more, like I don't want to communist. I ain't going communistic, baby. No. But if you want to get a little bit more, here's how you're gonna get paid. Every person that you walk by, or every person that has an interaction with you, there's this like chip meter, and we can measure their energy. Do the people that you interact with, do they have an elevated vibration as a result of interacting with you or dealing with you? If so, you get a little bit of a raise. And then how many people can you elevate the vibration with? How many people can you make wake up like legends? How many people can you help become illuminated like the light above that whole Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, but are also so well grounded that the Spirit of the other realms and dimensions comes to them and blesses them, and knows that whatever they do, no matter what lie they do, no matter what sin they've committed, they are already pre-forgiven, for their heart is pure and their intent was fine, and they reflect upon the output of their actions. They reflect upon their intentions, and they ask themselves this single question: were there, are there, could there be any people that have a negative vibration as a result of my behaviors that I used to accomplish my good meaning intention? If the answer is yes, I get that. Some people are not going to like the way I talk. Some people are not going to like my actions. However, now that I understand that I caused a negative vibration in a select target audience or a person, in the event that I need to have that same intention or that same goal come up in the future, all I need to do is adjust my behaviors or the methods that I accomplish that intention just a little bit. So that, contrary to when you were born, when you come out of the womb and you're crying, you're screaming, and the whole world's like rejoicing, like, yeah, the baby's alive. Contrary to that, when you're on your deathbed, not only have you used up all of your gifts because you used them to the max, but every person that you've had an interaction with has a positive memory and an elevation of just thinking about you, not even being around you. And you sit there and rejoice as that last breath leaves your body, and the whole world cries because they just know they lost an angel. Angels, fallen angels. And now we're all doing it on earth. We're on the streets, and we ain't gonna be on the streets for long because we are going to pay people to be humane to all humans. And you can't judge by difference, and you cannot be fearful of the unknown. Because when you hear what this brother of mine has went through and the things that he's lived through, you wouldn't even think he's gonna be alive. Actually, I don't think he is. And if we do look at the Sikh culture, who holds themselves very righteously above the others, whatever, I can't remember, but you know what? Truth is not thy name. All that matters, the only truth is that you got a name for something bigger than you. And when you realize that that name is you, and you are the creator, and we are one and the same. We are God. And that Tibetan Shaolin monk that's going in the mountains going Om and pulling all four elements together and pulling in that fifth one, heart and soul, mind cohesion, and you are manifesting matter and we are string theory connected, baby, then you know. One love, unity, boom, boom, Rastas, are you with me? Redemption is beautiful, said the song. But not with anger and violence and malice. It is with love. Kill him with kindness. You know, Muhammad Ali had Parkinson's, but his was from boxing, and they always used to say that guy was like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Here's the way the new world fights. This is the way that Canada fights, because nobody wants to fight. There's never been a mother, a child, or a family that said we want to go to war. They don't want to fight. There's never been a fighter that really wants to fight. You know what? They're doing it because they got pain. But here's the way it really wanted to happen. It is called floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. Is the silliest thing that you could do unless you want to be like Muhammad Ali. However, if you consider Michael J. Fox and Good Morning Vietnam bringing comedy to the war, you would realize that mother trucker stung like a butterfly and floated like a bee, the pollinators necessary for our humanity. Bless you. One love, unity. Rasta, are you with me? Gangsters, are you with me? Convicts, are you with me? Judged people, are you with me? Children, have you lost hope? Have you lost faith? Are you with me? Do you got an addiction problem? Are you with me? You don't have no addiction problem because it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is that you are treating your pain because you're not operating to your full potential, and I want to help you untap that. Get with me. Church of Now. Boom shakalaka. You know why we say boom shakalaka instead of amen? Because it's fun as fuck. One love.